wildfires, leading to anxious times in 2 provinces in Atlantic Canada. Thousands of people are under evacuation orders and alerts in Newfoundland and Labrador and New Brunswick this morning. Evacuation alerts have been issued for roughly 13,000 people in the communities of Paradise and Conception Bay South in Newfoundland's Avalon Peninsula. The Premier says more help is coming from Ontario and from the Canadian Armed Forces.
Canadian Armed Forces will be doubling the number of wildland firefighters that they are going to deploy. You may recall originally there was 40, so now they will deploy 80 here to the province.
With more on the wildfires across Canada, let's bring in Scott Hurst. Scott, give us an update, first of all, on a really dire situation in Newfoundland and New Brunswick this morning.
Marcia, those 13,000 people need to be ready to go now at a moment's notice. It is not an evacuation order. They're not being forced out just yet, but they are on alert. They are on notice to be ready to go if these flames inch anywhere closer to their communities. As you mentioned, the communities of Paradise and Conception Bay South. This fire flared up just yesterday. Of course, there's been so much concern in Newfoundland about other fires that have been burning, but this new fire is causing a lot of concern. It is already about 170 hectares in size, or about 1.7 square kilometers, classified as out of control. It is the Paddy's Pond fire that is causing so much concern, not just for the communities under threat, but also potentially threatening the power supply into the St. John's metropolitan area, which is home to more than 200,000 people. Newfoundland Power putting out multiple statements and updates throughout the day saying that it is monitoring the fire, working closely with fire officials to stay up to date and give up-to-date information, saying it is directly in the transmission corridor, meaning smoke and flames could lead to significant power disruptions in the largest population center of Newfoundland, and that is the St. John's metropolitan area. Meanwhile, in New Brunswick, the firefight remains incredibly tense, as well as crews continue to battle several out-of-control wildfires. And Marcia, the weather won't be offering any relief anytime soon in that province, or in Newfoundland for that matter as well.
And we know in so many parts of the country it is dry. Is that fueling the wildfire situation this year?
The hot, dry conditions are most definitely fueling the wildfire conditions this year, with little rain bringing any sort of significant relief. It's causing longer fire seasons and drier landscapes across much of the country. As we already reported this week, this wildfire season is already one of the most destructive wildfire seasons on record, with the amount of terrain that has burned so far. And climate change is making wildfires worse in this country. Wildfires, of course, mostly naturally occurring events, but many can be human caused, that is for sure. But according to the Canadian Climate Centre, accelerating climate change, largely from burning of fossil fuels, is making wildfires bigger, hotter, and more frequent, causing much more destruction, as we're seeing in many parts of the country. As we've been noting, these wildfires from one end of the country to the other, causing a whole lot of destruction and devastation, and forcing a lot of people from their homes, meaning anxious times for so many Canadians during this wildfire season, Marcia.
Scott, thanks.